two. Yo, yo,
Can you hear our battle cry?
Hello, guys. So, how do you think about the video? Hello. So we're gonna move on to Brother Amun. I don't know if you can you get me, guys?
Peace. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing, brother? How are you? So
I'm good, man. Thanks.
welcome again.
Thanks for having
Welcome
me.
again to the Zoom meeting. So I know that you went through your African ancestry. You discovered your root with the Bamilékés, and then I watched one of your videos online. It was quite interesting, and also you musician as well. So I just want to go through your DNA, before and now,
Okay, cool. First, I want to say peace and blessings to everyone checking in, to all the people on the panel. I'm blown away by all the information I've learned. I'm like, it's amazing. I give thanks, especially to the brother Chikunti. I hope I'm saying that right. Was it Chikunti?
Theophile Taxika.
Say it again.
Theophile Taxika?
Oh no, he's referring to yes.
Chakunte.
Okay,
Chakunti. Yeah, thank you, brother, for everything, man. I can resonate with everything you're saying. It's like spot on, you know what I'm saying? But briefly about me, my birth name is Cedric Huff. I'm from Athens, Georgia, which is about 60 miles northeast of Atlanta, Georgia. It's a small college town. Have you ever heard of the University of Georgia? That's that town. And, it's like any other college town. It's like 27% population of melanated beings, and the other is, the colonists or whatnot. Growing up, it was cool. We faced a lot of racism, but we know how to deal with that. And learning about the Bamilékés, I always had that warrior spirit in me and my family, so we didn't never take that mess. You know what I'm saying? We always fought for what we thought was right. You know what I'm saying? I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My father owned a couple barbershops. My mom's owned a couple fish restaurants. My brothers owned a couple restaurants as well. So when they stated that the Bamilékés were do for self, that's my lineage. Do for self. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a hip hop artist. I'm known as AMUN-RA to the hip hop world, the underground hip hop world. And AMUN-RA, for those who don't know, it stands for the Hidden Life Force Manifested. You know what I'm saying? I became in tune with that energy probably about in '98 after a night of deep meditating and chanting. I became in tune with that energy. Since a young age, I've always been on the path of spirituality. I never felt the Christian or the Islam. I could never feel something that would force you to pray to somebody or something like that. I always felt that everything in creation is a thought of the creator. That's always, as a kid, I wasn't forced to go to church and all that stuff. So as a youth, I've always been on the path of enlightenment. So for the past 27 years, I really went strong. At the age of 16, I read the autobiography of Malcolm X. Being from here, that really turned the lights, because from here, everybody was in the Martin Luther King, because that's what the school system was for. So, march and turn the left cheek and all of that. I could never resonate with that, right? So at 16, I read that book, and it just took me off, right? Started creating music at 14. So at 16, I started implementing pro-Black consciousness into my music. And I started researching everything that was Pan-Africanism, just anything that was dealing with us, right? So at that time, the only thing I could get was Farrakhan and Nation of Islam through Malcolm X. So I was into that until probably about the age of 18, 19, I went to college. I went to the Clark Atlanta University, which is a predominantly Black college. It's a Black school. There, it was a plethora of people. It was like, to me, it was heaven, because all of my people was there from different places. I was learning all type of information. You know what I'm saying? So around about 1993, I came into some esoteric information. I joined a few sacred fraternal orders, the ancient Egyptian order and the ancient mystic order of Melchizedek, which really connected the dots to me, right? So at this point, I'm still creating music. I started implementing that hard. At age 16, back up a little bit, I was introduced to Jermaine Dupri. You all know who Jermaine Dupri is. He produced my first demo. He was 15. So even at that time, I was hitting him hard with the knowledge, right? It was really too much. At that point, I was being managed by Ian Burke. If you know anything about the hip hop industry, Ian Burke in Atlanta, he founded Goody Mob, Outkast, Dungeon Family, Escape, the whole camp. I was in that roster prior to them becoming who they were. It was me and my man from Detroit. I was conscious, he was street, but we was too conscious. They didn't know how to market us. Being young, we didn't really want to conform to what they wanted us to be, and they wanted us to like copy other acts at that time. So we kind of like split, and we felt that we could do music on our own and make freer music, better music for us. I need to include my homeboy Tariq Camp, Top K, who's a producer. He formed a little label. So from that point, I would say from 21 on, I've been doing music independently, right? I started my own entertainment company, Pure Energy Transmissions, around the age of 22, 23, and I've been doing it independently, just putting music out to wake my people up. Like the brother spoke about on the circle, where you're born, you're incarnated, and you have a mission. You do your mission, go back. I've always felt that. And so in this incarnation, my mission is to teach my people through my music, to enlighten them about our culture and our ancient ways. And that's what I do. My only purpose on the planet. I have to create film works and to awake my people. I'm married. I got 2 daughters, they're 9 and 6, Sekhmet Mayat-Ray and Tefnet Unk-Ray. I was, at a young age, I was attracted to Kemet, right? So I know I'm all over the place, but bear with me. I'm new to this Zoom stuff, right? But 7 years ago, a good friend of mine, Tariq L, he put a video out of him and his DNA ancestry test. You know Tariq.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, he's the one making
right.
the voice on the video. Yeah, Tariq. We had
right. I've been knowing Tariq for about at least 20 years. We've been part of the same fraternal orders. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw that video, I was like, oh wow! I hit him up immediately. He told me about African ancestry 7 years ago. I said, yo, I got to do that. I really didn't trust DNA back then because the colonists was doing that, and I didn't really trust that. But when he told me it was all Black-owned company, I was like, all right, when I get my loot together, I'm definitely gonna do it. Skip to the future. I took the test, and I took both of them actually, the paternal and maternal. So my paternal came back Nigerian Hausa. It's like, wow, right? And then Bamilékés, Cameroon. What blew me back was when I found out that they migrated from Kemet. You know what I'm saying? I was always attracted to that energy. And I had heard throughout my travels that a lot of us fled from Kemet or the east side to flee from the Arab trade or whatever, the Arab race, slave trade. And so when I heard that, it blew me back. But tonight, hearing that we migrated to Egypt, helped that civilization out there and bounce back, I'm like, it's all new now. I got to rethink everything. I got to get my Bamilékés name. I got to come out there. You know what I'm saying? So my next step is to get my mother to take my uncle on mom's side to take the test, so I can find out that lineage, and get my dad to take his mother's side. And we're visiting. So the next step for us is to come out to visit Cameroon, the Bamilékés tribe. I want to receive my name. I'm down for all of that. And our plan was to come do it this year, but the pandemic hit, so we have to kind of see how that goes. But the next 2 to 5 years, we're looking basically to relocate, man. I just want to find the best spot that we can feel comfortable in. So I'm trying to visit all spots before we make that decision. I've been to Kemet, and that was the first spot I went, and I really loved that. Shot a video out there called Back to Pyramids. Get a chance, check that out. Back to Pyramids on YouTube, AMUN-RA. I really felt like I reconnected with my ancestors when I went back. I was able to go inside the Great Pyramid and meditate within the sarcophagus within the King's Chamber. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother story. But and now it led me to the Bamilékés. So here I am, man. I know I didn't give too much detail, but I didn't want to hold y'all up. That's my story. I got new music coming out. I got a single coming out called Children of the Most High, and it's composed by my man Jehuti Kepra Asa-El, and it's featuring a Wu-Tang affiliate, Tembo King. If you Google Tembo King. So I'm very honored to be on the track, and also a goddess, Davina Estrella. She's singing a hook. Check it out. It came out about 2 days ago. It's a banger, man. Just listen to it. It's a clean version, and there's a few curse words in one of them, but it's nothing too explicit, just enough to get the point across. And I give thanks for the opportunity. I've learned so much tonight. I'm going to do more research and add more of this information in my music. You know what I'm saying? I give thanks to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Honestly, that's amazing. I mean, you was referred by somebody who found his root in Cameroon, and then you found your root in Cameroon as well. And then again,
exactly.
the Hausa part is close to Cameroon as well. If you go all the way in the north Cameroon, there used to be one country. I'm sure that my brother, Mr. Chokoche, we're going to be able to explain it a little bit more better. The Hausa in Cameroon and the Hausa in Nigeria, they just like the same people.
Wow, it's amazing, man. I'm blown back, really synchronistic.
And then
again, thank you
for the name we hear. That's why we connected. So if you want to change your name anytime, you just get in
Yes.
touch, and we can arrange that for anyone to do that. And in fact, I was in
Yes.
Cameroon in September last year, and I spoke to a few Bamilékés chiefs. So they was able to acknowledge exactly what's going on. So they kind of like feel very sorry about what happened. So they actually told me that if anyone want to land in the Cameroon area, in the Bamilékés area, there's enough land there, so you can just come and get it. Because as you know, your family's over there. So you just don't know which door you're going to be knocking, but there's a door somewhere out there where your family is, so anytime you want to go back home, you're looking for, anything, that's what we're here for.
I'm definitely doing that. I will definitely stay in touch. I'm just honored to have this connection, and I give thanks for you for reaching out in the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for
Honored.
coming to the invitation.
I'll send some of my links in the chat so they can check the music out as well.
Okay,
I know
sure.
it's talking kind of fast.
Yes.
All right,
yeah.
thank you.
Thanks.
Definitely. But I'll tell you right now, you can just Google AMUN-RA, that's AMUN-RA, Athens, Georgia, or Atlanta, Georgia. Everything will come up. I'm on Spotify, Tidal, everything. SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube. YouTube is Amun09. It's out there. I got at least 20 years worth of music that's on time for right now. And I call it DNA reactivation music. That's what I create.
And I feel that you was working on the song with Tariq as well. And you made a song together.
Oh, yeah. Tariq and I have a Cameroonian theme song that's coming out. I recorded my verse about at least 4 or 5 months ago. So I'm just waiting on Tariq. I haven't heard it yet. I'm just waiting on him. So Tariq, if you're looking, man, what's up with the song, homie? The world is waiting, man. Let's do this. Word. Thank you, got it.
Okay. All right, brother Monty, anything to add, or anyone want to add anything? We got I don't know if he's still there. We had someone wanted to speak as well, but he doesn't look like he's there. I think he's gone. Anyone want to add anything? Feel free, guys.
So, thanks so much, brother Amun-RA. Your story is just mind blowing, and big up to you for keeping it real and standing strong, because I know in your industry, they give you a lot of money to disrespect women. Okay, they give you a lot of money to brag about killing your brother. Okay, but if you're standing strong, remaining this original and authentic, keeping your integrity. Listen,
Yes,
I can tell you that the ancestor will reward you. You see, the real reward is not this. It's not like
Right.
Look,
I agree.
We're gonna have time to talk, and I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. I want to exchange information with you when we get off.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So now, the Hausa people. Oof. Man, listen. You got some blood. The Hausa people. Let me tell you something. Those people, they are also very, very business minded. They are very business minded people. Unfortunately, they have suffered a lot tremendously from Islam. So, literally 95% of Hausa right now, they're Muslims. Okay? Now, but when you go in their tradition, they're one of the best healers in Africa.
Okay.
Yes, when it comes to traditional healing, the knowledge of herbs and stuff, they're very okay.
Okay.
And they're known to be the best at, culinary approach as far as how to cook the meat so it does not harm you. From the outside, I've learned about the virtue of onion against red meat. It's from them that I learned, because I also do traditional healing. Okay, so they are also a very important empire in Africa. As a matter of fact, Queen Amina, okay, who were fighting and driving away a lot of the oppressor. She was an Hausa woman, okay, and she was so courageous to the point where the men were giving her the title of king, not queen.
I know. I researched it.
Yeah. This is great. This is great. So remember what I told you at the beginning when I started talking to you? I showed you the video of a Zaulu dance and the moonwalking of Michael Jackson, and I told you, Africa never left you. That spirit, that bloodline,
Yeah.
You can never listen. You could talk. You could talk whatever you want. You could deny it. I've seen people here who don't want to attach themselves at all to Africa, but they're as dark as me, but they don't want to do anything like that, right? I said, okay, it is something, but the problem is you can't help the way you walk. You can't help the way you talk. You can't help the way you dance. Where do you think that comes from?
Right.
You can never run away from who you are. So, this is great. Now, I would love to hear about what our women have to say. Not Mika.